Dieting is hard, especially when you love gorging on processed, sugary foods. However, in order to choose a healthy lifestyle, you need to swap the unhealthy foods with healthy alternatives. Hey there viewers, and welcome back to another Bestie video. Making food swaps is the first step towards a healthier well-being. Rules for dieting are frustrating. You can't satisfy the cravings for your favorite junk food. However, just by making a few simple swaps and tweaks, you won't have to give up your favorite ice cream, paninis, or even cheeseburgers. Doing this will enable you to eat what you want, when you want it. How is that even possible? Are open-faced sandwiches the answer? How does a corn tortilla make a difference without compromising taste? Is boiling food better than frying them? Today we'll be talking about food swaps that'll kickstart your journey to a happier and healthier life. Number 1. Sweeten with cinnamon, not sugar. Starting off with one of the most obvious steps any diet requires you to implement: cutting down on sugar. But what about those sudden sweet cravings? Cinnamon has a hint of sweetness to it, which can trick your brain into thinking you're having something sweet, and that intense craving will be successfully managed. Sprinkle some cinnamon on porridge or sweet oats for a healthier alternative to sugar. What's your favorite healthy sweet treat? Share your ideas in the comments below. Number 2. Choose fresh fruit over dehydrated. Dehydrated fruit is healthy. It's said to contain as many nutrients as whole fresh fruit. However, if calorie cutting is your aim, then dehydrated fruit should be skipped. When fruit is dried, the vitamin C is reduced to nothing, and the concentration of sugar increases. This means if you eat dried fruit regularly, you may be increasing your calorie intake under the pretext of healthy eating. Number 3. Sip seltzer, not soda. Did you know that a glass of seltzer water with a drop of lemon wedge is 0 calories, while a can of Coke contains 140? If you've been thinking about making the switch to eating healthy, soda is another thing that you need to quit. Making the switch to seltzer water will ease up the process and satisfy the cravings for drinking soda. Number 4. Swap white pasta for whole wheat. Regular white pasta is something you must steer clear of. Stripped of nutrients and made from refined carbs, it adds some serious calories per serving. On the other hand, making the switch to whole wheat pasta will prove to be a much more nutritious option. As opposed to white pasta, it contains complex carbs, fiber, protein, zinc, and iron. Number 5. Choose Kali rice over white rice. In recent times, Kali rice has gained some serious popularity. It's given some stiff competition to regular white rice, and for all the right reasons. If you're looking for healthier alternatives for rice, then Kali rice is the way to go. While white rice contains as much as 210 calories, Kali rice contains just 20. Rather than adding unnecessary calories and carbs, it'll add potassium, fiber, and calcium, along with other nutrients. Number 6. Go for Greek yogurt instead of low-fat. It's crazy to think that just 15 years earlier, not a lot of Americans knew about Greek yogurt. Today, it's topping the charts as a much healthier alternative to regular yogurt. Being strained thoroughly, it contains less carbs and sugar while being high in protein and healthy fats. Eating it regularly also makes you fuller for much longer, and that makes you automatically cut back on unhealthy snacking. Number 7. Zoodles over noodles. 1 cup of spiralized zucchini noodles or zoodles contains less than 40 calories, while the same amount of regular noodles are packed with 200. Zoodles are much healthier than the regular noodles. This doesn't mean that you have to completely stop eating pasta or spaghetti noodles, but in order for you to maintain a healthy lifestyle, spiralizing veggies pack some serious nutritional punch without the calories. Number 8. Boil or poach eggs instead of frying them. Boiling or poaching are 2 low-calorie cooking methods. This method doesn't add any extra fat or calories, ensuring that you get a whole meal high in nutrients. Eggs are a superfood due to the presence of numerous essential vitamins and minerals. However, when not cooked right, they lose their nutritional content. While a hard-boiled egg contains less than 80 calories, the same egg's calorie content will increase to around 100 when fried up. Number 9. Eat whole fruit instead of juice. Contrary to popular belief, fruit juice is more harmful even when it's freshly squeezed right in front of you. When the juice is extracted from fruit, it leaves behind healthy dietary fiber, which is essential for your body to maintain a healthy digestive system. It can also wreak havoc on blood sugar levels, as it's highly concentrated with sugar, resulting in headaches and fatigue. Number 10. Spread mashed berries and not regular jams on bread. It's not a surprise that jams and jellies are high in sugar. Eating too much of these will lead to weight gain, heart disease, and cavities. Making the switch to mashed berries as a spread will not only offer limited calories, but also the goodness of natural antioxidants and nutrients which the store-bought jams normally lack. Number 11. Eat grilled chicken breast instead of breaded chicken tenders. Fried chicken tenders are a favorite cheat meal for literally everyone. However, these breaded and deep-fried foods have zero nutritional value. They contain as much as 500 calories per serving, and swapping them with grilled chicken breast is an excellent way to get a variety of vitamins, minerals, iron, calcium, and zinc. Simple and versatile to prepare, they make for a great swap, especially for their zero fat and calorie content. Number 12. Drink chocolate milk instead of chocolate milkshake. Chocolate milk is made with cow's milk, cocoa, and sweetener of your choice. It does contain some amount of calories, but not as much as a chocolate milkshake. These kinds of milk are packed with the goodness of protein, calcium, and vitamin D. Not to mention milkshakes are loaded with unhealthy amounts of calories, fat, sugar, and carbohydrates that increase weight. Wondering what food you should avoid in order to speed up the weight loss process? Check out our video and learn about 50 foods you should avoid. Now, back to food swaps to cut calories. Number 13. Choose the right pizza crust. If you love gorging on pizza during cheat days, then instead of going all out and feeling guilty the next day, you can make the smart choice of the right pizza crust. Making the switch to a low-calorie crust made out of ingredients like almond or coconut flour, or hopping on the current trend of cauliflower crust can make a huge difference in your weight loss journey. Number 14. Swap regular chips with veggies and dips. Regular chips contain insane amounts of salt and preservatives, making it one of the first things to stop if you're following a weight loss diet. Making the switch to a healthier version of veggies and dips makes for a great way of cutting back on carbs while adding some serious nutritional value into your meals. This is also a great way of keeping away from unhealthy snacks. Number 15. Satisfy your sweet tooth with frozen grapes rather than ice lollies. If your sweet tooth is standing in your way of achieving your ideal weight, then it's time for you to get creative. If ice lollies are your weakness, or if you're just looking for a healthier way to beat the summer heat, then frozen grapes are the way to go. This is nature's candy, and they're packed with nutrients, especially vitamin C and K. Popping a couple of them every now and then is a healthier option than indulging in ice lollies. Number 16. Prepare red sauce pasta, not white sauce. White creamy pasta is made with tons of unhealthy ingredients like flour, salt, cheese, heavy cream, and butter. Just one serving of white sauce contains loads of cholesterol and unhealthy fats, because of which the calorie count shoots up to 400. Making the switch to red sauce or tomato-based sauce ensures that you get a good amount of vitamin C that boosts the immune system and fights against several chronic diseases. Being loaded with veggies and tomato, their calorie content remains between 150 to 200. Number 17. Go for Merlot over margaritas during happy hour. Merlot is one of the most common types of red wine, just like Pinot Noir and Shiraz. Apart from being rich in antioxidants, it can lower cholesterol levels and regulate heart health as well. All this with less than 90 calories. On the other hand, a margarita contains 200 calories. If you're cutting back on calories, then choosing Merlot over pitchers of margaritas will be a great way of enjoying happy hour while still sticking to your diet. Number 18. Marinate meats in mustard, not barbecue sauce. Barbecue sauce is one of the most popular sauces for marinades or to enjoy as a dip. It adds a wholesome flavor and texture to the meat. However, due to their high calorie content and distinctive sweet and artificial tangy flavor, they're not great options for weight loss. Upgrading your marinade choice to mustard will aid in weight loss by speeding up metabolism and improving digestion. They not only make for great marinades, but also for an awesome salad dressing and topping for deviled eggs. Number 19. Ditch white bread for rye. White bread is prepared using large quantities of flour, which is rather unhealthy, fattening, and harmful in general. Despite being widely popular, it has zero nutritional value while containing gross amounts of calories and carbs. Rye bread is a much healthier alternative to white bread and has been linked with several potential health benefits. These include weight loss, better digestion, improved blood pressure, and controlled blood sugar. Number 20. Choose dark chocolate over milk chocolate. Dark chocolate is packed with the goodness of 50 to 90% cocoa solids, cocoa butter, and sugar. On the other hand, milk chocolate contains just 10 to 15% of cocoa solids, some form of sugar, unhealthy fats, artificial flavorings, and many other ingredients that have no nutritional value. Dark chocolate has several health benefits apart from just being a great weight loss snack. Some of them include lowered blood pressure, reduced risk of developing heart disease, and a powerful source of antioxidants. Remember not to overindulge, as it may cause weight gain and all your efforts would go to waste. Weight loss, dieting, and healthy eating may seem difficult at first, but with proper guidance and choosing the right way of eating, this journey can be a cakewalk. Making the right food swaps can be the first step towards embracing a healthier lifestyle. Check out these videos of tried and tested ways to lose weight. Also, avoid these common diet mistakes. Watch these 2 videos to have a better understanding of how to do dieting right. Have you followed any diet like paleo or keto? Share your experience in the comments below.